And hello everyone, and welcome to our third week of our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition test that was of the pre-release, and now it's the official release because it's out completely. It's come out, so if you want to get the new Warhammer, go buy it, go get it, go purchase it from places that sell it.
Not sponsored.
And tell them that I sent you, and then you can, and then they might actually retweet a tweet, which they don't, which they don't seem to do at all. But oh well, I'm not upset at all. But other than that, hi everyone. How are we all doing?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh God. Yeah. How's Bohemian?
Pretty good, pretty good. Coming out of a bad week the week before, I think.
I know.
So, yeah, but I'm good.
So as I was coming upstairs, the old man was watching Murder, She Wrote.
When was that last actually? Like,
I don't know. 80s? Late 90s? Early 90s, maybe? The last probably proper episode?
1996.
See? Okay. Well, it went on longer than I thought it was, but okay. And I was thinking... if Jessica Fletcher turned up at your... where you lived or whatever, I'd just get out of there, because she's clearly gonna... she's clearly the murderer. Isn't she? She's clearly
Didn't they have this conversation on like a co-optional podcast or something similar?
Did they? I don't know.
Like, clearly she's the killer.
Yeah, probably. She must
Framing
be.
all the others.
Yep, framing everyone. But other than that, I'm kind of excited. And then once we've finished this little episode, this little thing, next week we'll be back with The Enemy Within and 2nd edition. Woo! Kind of excited for that. I'm looking forward to continuing The Enemy Within, just because it's kind of a cool story and I don't have to actually like do as much, if that makes any sense. And it definitely feels like Warhammer.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know if it's particularly has the feel of Warhammer, but I guess it sort of does. I went for the whole like cultish type thing and corruption in Warhammer, so you know, it definitely has a sort of like strokes of Warhammer, I guess, if that's a word. The strokes of Warhammer.
Cultist is something that's very Warhammer. I mean, to have all these underground cults and the chaos stuff.
One day I want to do one where you're a bunch of explorers and you're sent out to like Lustria and shit or something, or down to where the Tomb Kings are and have a look at, do something down there, something a bit different, because that'd be interesting. You don't generally get that sort of like whole thing in Warhammer, which might be done in. I might do, when I do it, I'll probably do it in Warhammer Fantasy in 4th edition, obviously, rather than any other edition. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to go down that route.
Yeah.
Another campaign I read as well, an idea that someone put forward was like everyone's like the City Watch, part of the City Watch, and you're like, you're sort of like doing investigations and shit like that in outdoor for one of those cities. That'd be quite interesting. It'd be very like guards and there'd be I'd be heavily influenced by like guards and like the Discworld and shit though. So I don't know if it'd end up feeling like Warhammer or more like the Discworld, but there'd definitely be like things along those lines. But anyway, should we go around the table? As you can see, we're missing 2 players. Claytor's still got building work going on, and Fishy cannot make it tonight, unfortunately. But we'll go around the table with our 3 players. We're going to have to do some like hand waving to get J-Wall into the thing. But yeah, we'll crack on. That will probably be the easy.
Maybe he can be one of the people that was invited to be initiated?
Sure.
I don't even I don't know what happened last week. So,
Well, there's a video that you could have watched.
Yeah,
but that's
don't
why
want
we
to know.
have the roundabout start.
Yeah, we're gonna have a recap as well. So, Bohemian, why don't you introduce who you're playing?
Hello, everyone. I'm Bohemians, and I play Aldric Worlitzer. So I'm a warrior priest of the Order of the Silver Hammer. Actually, a novitiate, so not really a warrior priest, but that's the path I chose.
Cool. J-Wall.
Hi, I'm Joel. I am playing Volkhard of Steinheil, who is a miner with an E, and he has a pan, and that's about it.
Here's a dungeon dose of genuine
He got lost.
adventuring.
And Kitty.
Guys, I'm playing Fenna, and I am a student lawyer who has just recently infiltrated a sex club.
It's not really a sex club, but okay.
Sex party.
It is now.
And a dwarven student lawyer. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I reckon Kitty should recap from last week.
I can do that. Okay, so we ended up scaring off all of those thugs that were attacking us. So we waited to interrogate one. Flynn wasn't very intimidating as he was kind of short. But I just kind of kept pointing over to the guy whose arm I essentially punched off. And we managed to get some information out. We found out that there was some parties going on where everybody would be wearing skin-tight leather and makeup. We found out that there was an invitation left on the dead guy, so we took it. I ended up cutting off the guy's shirt to tie him up, and then we found out that realized he also had a belt, so we just kind of added that to the party there. We took the information back to my boss, the lawyer, and he thought that it could be a good idea to go into the party to try and find out some more information to see if we could exonerate our client. I went shopping to get some inappropriate clothing. I managed to actually find a place that not only sold appropriate clothing, but appropriate clothing size for dwarves. So I went on a little bit of a shopping spree. Meanwhile, Flynn and Aldric went to scout out the house a little bit. They found out that there wasn't really an easy way in, but they managed to find a weaponsmith that sold them a grappling hook and some ropes so that they could scale the walls later. After getting dressed, we head over to the party and we see that everybody is wearing masks. I, of course, did not think to pick up a mask, so I grabbed some flowers from the nearby yard and throw them in my hair and just kind of walk inside. Vergnugen addressed the party and was meeting with people. They were giving kisses and hugs and handshakes and all of that. There was a lot of interesting stuff going on at the party. Eventually, I noticed that everybody who had these odd tattoos that we noticed the thugs had as well was no longer at the party. So I tried to find somebody that might be able to give me some information. I found some people that looked like they didn't quite fit in and found out that they were waiting for their initiation, which was in the basement where I had watched Vergnugen go. I say that I need to get some air, so I go outside and find Flynn and Aldric. I give them a little bit of a briefing as to what's going on before I go back inside. Eventually, somebody approaches me and says that the master will see me. So he takes me down these really long, dark stairs. There's screams, perfumes, all sorts of stuff going on. Eventually, we get to this room that has Roland, and he's got he's kneeling down in front of something, and there's this lapping sound, almost like water. We notice he's doing something with a ladle, and this pool seems to have a milky white liquid in it.
That they all thought was something else that wasn't milk.
I mean, come on! It was a sex party. There's so many things it could be. Anyways, he says that it's nice for us to join him, and then he bows to something that's in the liquid. Then what comes up is like this feminine figure that's got kind of purplish, odd-colored hair. The skin is kind of almost like a bluish purple as well. It's beautiful and horrific at the same time. It almost looks half hot chick, half crustacean. And that's where we ended.
Cool. Right, so I need you to so as we come back into this game, as we sort of enter into the situation, Aldric, Flynn has to go. He sort of like runs off and jumps over the wall and disappears into the night.
Chicken halfling.
Yeah, maybe it was. Oh god, where's that autofocus? But yeah, so Volkhard, somehow you ended up with an invitation to this party,
I wonder why.
and somehow you've ended up in the you're in the basement as well. You're sort of like, and there's this. You can see Fenna. Well, sort of. You think it's Fenna. It's a dwarf female, but she's
He doesn't know Fenna.
I don't know. No.
Oh, he doesn't. All right. So there's So you're sort of you've ended up somehow in this basement. Why don't you explain to me how you've ended up with an invitation?
To a sex dungeon.
You want me to discuss Volkhard's kinks on stream?
No, I don't. Just an overview, thank you.
Okay, so I believe Volkhard ran away.
Yep.
What happened?
Yep, that's what happened. Yep, you ran away. Went back to panning.
Like went to the fight and was like, nope, and just ran away. I only got a pan. I ain't gonna fight anything.
Yeah.
Went to
You got a
go
dagger,
find-
haven't you?
look. A pan though.
Yeah.
Don't have to get any blood anywhere. I mean, I guess I could still bloody someone up with a pan, but okay, so
You have a dagger. You have a dagger.
yeah, that's what you just said. Yeah, so we ran away from the fight, and he was just like kind of terrified of like what was going on. And as he was running, he just bashed into someone in the street,
Yep.
and the pan unfortunately hit them very hard
Yeah.
and knocked them straight unconscious.
All right. This is a very
So-
powerful pan.
I was running very fast, and I
Yeah.
remember I'm very big.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a bet. Oh,
I'm
actually.
65.
Okay, so this is a pretty shit like explanation of how you ended up. So I've actually got a
Wow.
better one.
Wow.
So what actually
I'm gonna be
happened?
kidding.
Because you found the fucking body of the person that this cult has killed. They've brought you. They captured you when you was fleeing.
Wow, I wanted to be initiated into this sex cult, and you've made me a captive now.
Yep, you are now a captive.
You're a sex captive.
That could
You know
be
what?
almost even
Yeah,
more
yeah,
fun though.
you know
Dale.
That might be better. That's it. Yep, Volkhard is now just in leather.
Just now in leather. Cool.
But maybe you have a
His
whip
pan
now.
is changed to him.
Maybe he has a whip.
It's a whip pan.
All right. So yeah. So, I mean, obviously, you both haven't seen this creature before, ever. So I actually need you both to give me fear checks, I believe. Yeah, let me just check. Let me check see if it's to be any amendment to how it is in the rule book. So just give me 1 second.
I think there's a cool skill now, basic skill.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I have something that gives me some kind of bonus against fear checks.
Yeah, it would be cool if. Is it cool? Yeah, I believe it's cool. I don't know. Some of you may need to check the new rule book to see if
I'm fairly certain it's cool.
The cool is under willpower, but you might have bonuses.
Let's go to the end because I know they're soon. They better be beastry pretty quickly. Fear 2, okay. Fear 2, what does that do? The creature causes supernatural fear in creatures with a reign equal. Oh, they've changed the fucking stats of this thing. Alright, because it had Combat Master, but now it's got Champion. Oh dear. Okay, things have changed. What does Champion do? Oh, right, okay. They've just changed the name. And Fear 2. See page 190. Whoop. Let's go to page. Wow, there's that. Oh, this is much easier. Fear. The fear trait represents an extreme aversion to something. Creatures called fear have a fear rating. This value reflects the success level you're required to pass on an extended call test to overcome fear. You may continue to test at the end of every round until your success level equals to or surpasses the creature's fear. Until you do so, you're subject to fear. When subject to fear, you must suffer -1 success level on all tests. To affect the source of your fear, you may not move closer to whatever is causing fear without passing a challenging call test. If it comes close to you, you must pass a challenging call test or gain the broken condition. Okay. Fair enough. Right. So yeah, you both need to give me call tests.
Cool.
Boom, boom.
Just a base roll or any
Yes,
modifiers?
please. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Don't forget all your fate points are or fortune points are reset as well.
I only get one though, so.
You do only get one. You can also spend.
I was gonna say, what was resolve for him?
That's exactly what you could use resolve.
Because if it's resolve, I've got tons of those.
Yeah, you should have. Resolve is page. What is it?
171. Spending well. You may spend resolve points to draw upon your inherent reserves. Maybe confront a terrifying ogre without flinching or ignoring the effects of the even most powerful of blows. Become immune to psychology until the end of the next round. Ignore all modifiers from all critical wounds. Remove one conditions. Yeah, so you can spend resolved. And what's resilience? Resilience is basically fate, isn't it? I think. You may also choose to spend resilience points to defy the corruption occurring with you. But do you burn? I think you burn it.
Yeah, resilience
it's
is like fate.
Yeah, it's like fate, so you don't get it back.
Yeah.
And if you lose one, then you lose one resolve also.
Yep. Alright. So, what do you want to do? Jay, well, you haven't rolled neither.
I will spend a resolve to.
Alright, I mean, it only makes you immune to. Oh.
Yeah,
That's 3 success levels, so Volkhard isn't scared at all.
I'm gonna spend a resolve though because I mean my cool is pretty high, so I have a good chance of actually passing it next time. So. I spent a resolve, so I am not afraid either.
I think Volkhard is under drugs, so that's why he doesn't react to the demon.
Well, maybe. So, what do you want to do? You're gonna have to you're gonna have to make another call test soon, but for now, what do you want to do, Fenna?
I'm going to. I mean, I'm probably fumbling in my boots. I've probably got one of my daggers stashed in my boot, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm pulling a dagger out of my boot.
So this thing just sort of like speaks.
And I'm like, kind of shaking, like, holding the dagger up.
And it seems to be like so it speaks when so the sound that comes out of its mouth is very like it sends shivers down your spine. It it doesn't sound like a human or a tongue that you recognise, but by the time it hits your ears, it's sort of like an echoey, like feminine voice. It's like hits your ears. And it's in a language you can understand. So it'll probably be and it goes, oh, what a strange little creature.
Hi. Yeah, like I'd just be like, hi. Like I would just be almost frozen with fear. I'm not running away, but
Volkhard, what are you doing?
So it said the same thing to me as well, yeah?
Yep.
What's the size difference between me and... As I am 6'5"? But am I a little creature compared to it?
Oh God, what's a demonette? Jesus, I think they are tall and slender, so it's probably a little bit taller than you. It's probably closer to 7 foot as opposed to 6 foot.
It's not that much taller than.
But it was saying, yeah, but the question was directed at the dwarf anyway.
Yeah.
And she's like, so this thing, you're not sure if it's a girl or a boy, and it goes approach the drop your weapon and approach the pool.
I'd walk a little closer.
Give me a fear check, please, or a call test.
Success.
So that is 3 levels. That's 3 success levels. So yes, so you're now no longer scared of this thing.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, what changed? Why are you no longer scared of it? Why do you think you're no longer like petrified of the thing?
Well, I mean, it's talking to me. It's not trying to rip my head off.
At the moment.
So that's the bonus. so that's probably the main reason, is because it actually it's sounding kind of nice as opposed to interloper. I'm going to rip your head off. Just more what I was expecting. So I'm a little less scared now.
So these questions are directed at both the two of you to step closer, and this thing's sort of like it's clearly sitting down in the pool, and it sort of like stands up as this milky liquid sort of drains off it. And you notice that it's missing an arm. In fact, give us perception checks, please, based on vision.
Do I get a like? Is there any modifiers?
No,
I know it's dark down here, but I also
it is
a
dark
dwarf.
down here. You've
I'm
got
a
night.
dwarf, and I can
You've got
see
night
dark.
vision.
Yep.
I'll give you a plus something. I'm gonna give you. Hang on, let me pull up my little crap GM screen that I've got. I'm gonna make it average for you, so plus 20.
Okay. Success.
That is zero success levels though. You notice it. You're not sure. You're not 100% sure. But you think it seems to be semi-translucent. Like you can see, like so behind it is like perhaps like further off against one of the walls is like a torch, like a flaming torch. And when you sort of like look at the torch, you can just about see the torch, like the flame of the torch behind it.
Okay. You froze up,
You
and I
froze,
missed
yeah, my
the
stream
middle
is
portion of that
lagged a bit as a result.
sentence.
Have I lost the stream?
No, it just lagged a bit.
Oh, all right. Oh, what did you hear?
Something about a torch.
Torch, yeah.
So behind it is a torch. So not against the wall. Against the wall. Give us a second. I'm just gonna. So yeah. So behind the creature. So behind the demonette, on the wall, like the far wall, you can see a torch burning. And when you sort of look at the creature and look at the torch, you can just about make out the flame, the outline of the flames, like sort of like coming through it. But yeah, so what are you doing?
I mean, I'm probably more curious now, so I put my hand down, but I'm not dropping the dagger.
Right.
And I take a few more steps closer.
Yeah.
Just kind of trying to like examine it more. Like, am I actually seeing a translucent? Trying to puzzle out what I'm seeing.
Unfortunately, Joe, Volkhard, with a -3, you don't notice it, but it's not massively like apparent that is what's going on.
Yeah. Am I actually able to move down there, as I am apparently a captive?
Yeah, for some reason, you've never really been, it was never really like tied up or anything. You just look down here.
Okay.
Your dinner.
Yeah,
I'll
your
approach.
dinner.
Do I have my frying pan? It's not for panning for gold, it's actually a frying pan.
So this creature starts saying, like, to the dwarf mostly, and it will look at the Steinheil in a little bit, but she says to you, like, drink from the mother's milk, and you will become one of us. And Roland walks over. Is it Roland? Is that his name? Where's my notepad? Is this my notepad? Yes, notepad. Yeah, Roland walks over and dips a chalice into the milky water and pours it up and hands it to you.
I look at it and I kind of sniff it and dip my finger in it.
And do what?
Well, like, does it seem like regular milk?
There is a demon sitting in the milk. What do you think it is?
So I do that and I was like, no thanks. And then I just hold it back out for him to take it back. No, thank you. I'm good. I had a lot to drink up top. I don't think I can have another sip.
Okay. So the creature looks at Roland, and then Roland looks behind you, and you hear the unsheathing of swords. Right, we're going to cut upstairs. Aldric. The party seems to be dying down. It's been going for like a good few hours, and people have been slowly leaving over the past half hour, and you're just seeing like the last remnants of people leaving right now, but there's still no sign of Fenna.
Well, that's strange. She told us she was invited downstairs, no?
Yes.
Is there any like one of those small windows that looks downstairs, or
Nope.
There's no external access to downstairs? Are the guards still running around the perimeter?
They're not really running, they're just sort of patrolling.
Yeah.
But no, you do notice the patrols have died down a bit. Now that the party is like winding down, well, has wind down.
So I'll try maybe. Is the door still open? The door she used to come out?
Well, it's closed, but what are you doing?
Unlocked?
You don't know from there.
Yeah, so I'll approach the house and try to look in and open the door and then try to see if I see anything inside.
Okay, the door is unlocked. It hasn't been locked yet.
Excellent. So I get in.
Did you get in?
Yeah. I get in and I don't know. Well, I'll make a prayer maybe. Yeah, that's what I gotta do.
All right.
Let's pray for some inspiration. What can I do? I'll do a blessing of protection. So the blessing of protection, the enemy has to make a willpower test to attack me.
Sorry?
I'm doing a blessing of protection.
Right.
And this gives me.
Do you have to roll? Do you have to roll to pray to do it?
Yeah, I think there is. I don't know. I think I can use the cast that's right here, or I can use the pray. I don't know. It's the same. I'll try this one just in case. Do you have a modifier?
There is no modifier, no.
So it's a fumbling failure. But I don't know if it used.
Why does it hit a leg? You blessed your leg.
What? Very strange. But it's not using my pray level, so it doesn't work. I'll use the pray instead.
All right.
Well, it doesn't work either.
That's +0, but you're on -+0, aren't you? -0. No, but you marginally fail, perhaps accomplishing a portion of what it does. I'm going to say that it works, but it works with less of ability. So rather than having to make a 20+ willpower test, they need to make a +10 willpower test to attempt to attack you.
Okay.
If that's okay?
Sure.
Because it says you marginally fail, so you get some of it off.
Okay, that works. And maybe I could also take a...
Excuse me.
If I'll take another few minutes and make a blessing of righteousness.
Right, if you're spending minutes, people are going to discover you.
Oh. But I don't know where I have to go. So I'll check. I'll start checking the house instead until I know where I have to go. So I'm looking for any. She told us it was a back door, so I'm looking for a back door that might lead downstairs.
Give us a perception check then, please.
Perception.
Yep. There's going to be no advantage. There's going to be no pluses or minuses because you're going to have to. You're trying to do this probably. Do you want to re-roll it?
Yeah, I'll use one of my fortunes. And re-roll. Perception. Yep.
All right, but you can't unless you want to take a dark thingy, my bobby. A corrupting influence, dark bargain.
No corruption for me, thank you.
All right, cool.
I'll just check the doors on the back, any door,
Okay, well, you start wandering around. When you hear a voice. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Who are you? You know the party's over.
Yeah, I'm looking for my mistress.
And who's your mistress?
She's Lady Fenna.
I don't know, Lady Fenna.
Well, she was here, and everybody's coming out, and she's not coming out, and I have to escort her back home.
Give us a charm roll, please.
Oh boy.
I'll give you a plus. I'll give you a plus 20 to the roll.
Let's go for it. I'm so charming. Oh, barely. So a success by 0.
Okay. He sort of stands there for a moment and looks you up and down, shrugs his shoulder and starts walking over. So he goes into the main, like, where the party was, and he walks across, and he walks over to a door that you didn't actually see before.
No.
You must have, I mean, the problem is you probably, you would have assumed that it wouldn't be, like, in broad daylight, like next to everyone else to see, but it was. And you just didn't really look there. So yeah, you see the guy go downstairs. Well, open the door and go inside the door.
Okay, I'll follow him.
But there's 2 guards on either side of the door.
Well, then I think we might have to trick them in. I'll talk to them.
And he's like, where do you think... Yeah, it's... actually, no, I'll take the guards off. Because the party's pretty much over with. So everyone's gone off. So there isn't actually anyone guarding those doors.
There you are. We lost you.
Why is my internet fucking up?
Steam downloading?
No, I've closed Steam. How much did you lose?
You
The
said
entire sentence.
yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm the guard, and that's it.
You said you're going to take the guards away.
Yeah, the guards aren't there because the party's over with.
Yeah.
If this carries on, I might have to end the stream sooner than later. Just saying, because this is gonna get ridiculous with it constantly like fucking jumping. Well, it's not affecting me.
It didn't affect me last time when they said you were frozen. I didn't see you frozen. I heard you the whole sentence. But this time you were like...
Yeah. And it wasn't just Zoom because it was on the stream as well.
Right. I don't know then. Yeah, it seems like my internet keeps dropping for some reason. It keeps saying unstable internet, but okay. Yeah, so there's actually no guards on that door on those doors because the people they were stopping from going down there, like party goers that shouldn't really be going down there, aren't there anymore. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
All right, so you head downstairs. You head downstairs. There's a very strange voice on the you as you head down, you hear this very like weird sound, like a voice, but it doesn't make any sense. But you pick up like as it says it, it's almost like your ears like hear it in English, like at the same time. So it's like this, and then it's like, drink from the cup, or drink the mother's milk, or whatever. Basically join the thing, and then you hear Fenna's voice going, "No, thank you." And then you hear there's, so as you sort of like come down following this guy, there's two guards on the other side of the wall facing into the this chamber, and you hear them draw swords. So you could have a surprise on them, but as you sort of like look round the corner, you do see this. Well, you see this demon like in this pool of milk.
So there's two guards.
Yes.
The guy that just came with me.
Yeah,
servant,
who's a servant? He's probably mostly harmless.
And whatever's coming out of the milk of the puppy. And
Milk of the puppy.
it's a different reference.
The puppy.
And who else is in the room?
You can see Roland, who's dressed up still much like a lady.
Okay. But I see Fenna and I see Volkhard
Yes.
and the noble guy. What was his name?
Yep. And you see that Roland is his name.
Roland, yeah. Roland, whatever. Roland, I have it somewhere.
Vargund.
Burgundy. So I shout out, "What's going on here?" And I take my sword out.
Well, like I said, first and foremost, you need to give me a willpower test
Oh yeah.
or
maybe I
cool
will.
test.
What's
Do you have
happening
any-
right here? Gets fucking terrified and runs out.
Yeah. Maybe. Do you have any modifier?
No, straight
No,
roll.
for chaos, whatever. Critical success.
Nice. So that is free. So yeah, you're not scared at all.
No, Sigmar is with me.
Right. So yeah, so you're free to act.
So I'll charge
What?
whatever. One of the guards.
Right. Okay. So they've drawn a sword. So they're both drawn swords, and they start. You notice they start walking towards Fenna. And then,
I'll
sure,
charge
I'll
them.
give you a surprise action. All right. Roll to hit, I think.
Yeah. So charge gives me a modifier, no?
I'm not sure.
I think it's one success level or something. Where is that? Come on. Surprise, blah blah blah. So page 156. So surprise, distraction.
156.
That's combat, yeah. And 158 action. Attacking is the charge. Charging 165. So +1 advantage. So 10%.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll merely. Do you have to roll initiative, or how initiative?
Well, initiative just happens, doesn't it? It's just in order.
Okay. So I will charge with +10. And total failure, and I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
So let me take my fortune. There we go, and re-roll. No.
Okay. Do you want to take a dark bargain?
No, but we have to do. You have to do. One of the guards has to do, and we have to do the whatever.
Unopposed.
Yeah, opposed.
I don't know if it's opposed, if it's against. Because if he's not prepared for it, how's he going to defend against it? Surprise. Let's check surprise.
Yeah, it
surprise.
just says a melee. It says a melee test. It doesn't say an opposed one.
So actually, surprise, page 164, it gives me one advantage. So I should have two advantages. It's still a failure of 0.
Still a value on both, yeah.
But it doesn't say. I think combat should always be. No?
It just says you take a melee test. So I don't think it's opposed.
Yeah, it's not opposed.
Well, okay, so I missed.
Surprise condition is to page 169. Let's check 169. You've been caught unaware and you aren't all ready for what's about to hit you. You can take no action or move on your turn and cannot defend yourself in opposed tests. Any opponent trying to strike you in melee combat gains a bonus of +20 to hit. The surprise condition does not stack. So you do not collect multiple surprise conditions, even should you be technically surprised multiple times in a round. At the end of each round, or after the first attempt to attack you, you lose the surprise condition. So you should be at +20.
+20 +10 of charging, so 30. So I'm in.
So it should have succeeded, yeah.
Yeah.
So that does succeed. So how much does it succeed by? So it'll be 75, 6. So it was 1 success level.
Yeah.
So how much damage do you do?
That's a very good question. That's right. So should I roll? We press the button roll.
No, there's no rolling, is there? It's just a straight up damage.
So it says 8.
That's probably adding your strength bonus already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just add the success level, so you got one success level over, so it's 9 damage.
But because it's a damaging weapon, I can choose either the unit for the SL, so I could have. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 69 is not better if it's 69 or 96. Yeah. So 8 plus 1 success, so 9.
9 damage.
To the leg, I think, 96.
I don't know if they've changed that yet, though. I haven't had a chance to properly read this book yet.
It changed only if it's a critical.
Right.
Because criticals either way, or else you wouldn't be able to do a critical in the head. So when it's a critical, so a double, you re-roll to see where.
I need a pen.
And unfroze.
Well, have I frozen again?
You did.
Yeah.
How long for?
All that time.
2 seconds.
Alright, I might have to stop the stream. You have dropped frames now. Am I not streaming
Yeah.
anymore?
It's going round.
It's working.
I'm
It was-
seeing. No, I'm seeing you as offline right now.
That's fine.
I don't really know what to do, guys.
Yeah, still offline.
I don't know why my internet's playing up. It might be worth me just...
Reloading? Rebooting?
doing something. Hi guys, sorry about that. My internet's playing up, so I don't really know what to do. Hang on, what's that, Mythage? What did he say?
Oh, okay, that's how it works. So I should use the unit value, which is 9. Instead of 1 SL, I have 9 SL. So 17 damage.
Oh, okay. You kill him. I think.
Yeah, 17. Even me, I will be dead.
All right. Yeah, you kill him in one fucking. Well, I'm not. We're dropping frames again, guys. I think it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna call it.
I'm seeing
yeah,
the
it's getting
stream.
worse.
Let me.
I'm
I'm gonna go restart my router and then I'll be back. So let me stop this and then we'll be back.
It's almost time for the break anyway. So
All
we
right.
can take the break and.
Yep. All right. Okay. So what I need from you, chappy wappies and ladettes. Yeah, ladettes. All right. What's everyone's initiative?
Money is there, 39.
All right. Okay.
Mine is 32.
33.
Okay. Initiative of this thing is 65.
Oh boy.
And the cultists are. We was playing this last night, to tell you the honest truth. It's 30.
And you can remove Flynn from the equation.
Oh, right. Who do I need to add? Fenna, Aldric. It's you, yeah. What's your initiative?
Noble.
33.
What's the name of the noble?
I'll just bung him under the cultist. He's not the important one. What's your cat? Volk. I'm just gonna put.
Volkhard.
I'm just gonna put Volk.
Roland.
And it's 33, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, there's the initiative order. So, so there's the demonette. So the demonette's going to get to act first in this combat round now. So she, obviously, she's very disappointed in the fact that you've refused to milk, but there is something else that's on her mind, which is the person that's just walked down the stairs and literally cut one of her men in two. So, as quick as a flash, she's like out of the water and she's charging towards the initiate of Sigma.
Yeah. So the limb that was missing was one of her arms, not one of the legs.
Yep, one of her arms.
Oh, that's a pity. I thought you couldn't move out of the.
No. No. So
Okay.
so she's coming right for you. So, right. So how does this work for me? So I need to roll a D1. So yeah, we need to do a contested weapon skill test, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to do this manually. Well, I got 24.
Okay. Out of.
No. Roll.
Where is my melee? There it is. And I got 30. I got a critical success.
Mm-hmm. Right, you got 2 success levels. Is that correct?
Yep.
She got
100 level. No?
+4.
That's 4. Okay.
Mhm. So I believe she wins that combat round.
Oh yeah, totally. I can try to dodge though.
Okay.
Let me dodge. And I success.
Okay.
But because I did a critical success, I did touch her or not with my sword?
I don't know, actually. I don't know what the rules are there. What happens if you get a critical success, but
So
you
normally,
don't... Wait,
even if you lose, normally the critical success. So, for example, in defense, normally you don't hit someone, you know. But if you have a critical success, it's a hit. So, very critical.
Any successful melee attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, any successful melee or range test that also rolls a double causes a critical hit. You weren't successful.
Why not 55?
Because she beat you.
I don't think that's how it works.
Says it right here. It says any successful melee or range test that rolls a double causes a critical hit. That means you have to have dealt a significant blow, and it even happens when you are the defender in a pose test. Okay, alright. If you score a critical, I should continue reading, your opponent receives an immediate critical wound as your weapon strikes true. So, how do you work out the location for...
So you have to re-roll, I think, for the location.
Okay, re-roll for the location.
So just roll under my... whatever?
Yeah. Just roll D100. 74. It's going to be the body. Right. Let me roll a D10 first, though. Okay, no, it's not ignored. Okay. Alright, so roll the location.
That was the location, 74.
No, I mean, like, roll for critical.
Oh, so a D100?
I think so. Let me check. Difficulty.
Slash R or R slash?
Slash R.
Okay.
And it's body. Yeah, D100.
Okay, let's go for it. 99. All right, 96. Nice.
Wow, okay. Alright, it gains the unconscious condition until it receives medical attention. And suffers a broken major injury. And it takes 5 wounds as well.
Yeah, so I don't roll for damage, it's only the...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but 74 is buddy.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's unconscious. I don't know if it suffers unconsciousness. Demonic creatures do not require the normal prerequisite for life: food, water, air.
Yeah, but in consciousness, I mean, she won't. She can't get afraid or something, but she can. And it's a major demon or something.
All right. I guess it's unconscious then. All right. Well, that's
That's lucky.
yeah. All right. It's unconscious. All right. Aldric, what do you want to do?
It's my turn.
Yes.
I want to. So I have a. So I did win the round after all.
Yeah. I don't know. Because you didn't hit, but you did get a critical hit.
Yeah. But he's. I mean, the demon is down.
But the round would be the end of the turn, wouldn't it? The end of this round. So you haven't. The advantage wouldn't be. Do you reckon? All right. +1 advantage according to chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll get the second cultist. I'll try to get it.
Okay.
So 200. So
Hey.
40. Oh.
Hang on. Alright, you successfully hit. He's going to attempt to dodge though. Where's all that noise coming from? Why are you putting on your fucking inflatable crown, J-Wall? Do you want to cut blood off to your head? Where's that? Who's the kids?
There's
Tell-
the
tell-
people across the street have a pool.
Tell them to get off your lawn.
They're not on my lawn. They're on their lawn.
Get off my lawn! What is dodge? Is it dex or agility?
Agility. Dexterity's like lick pocking. Yeah, that's definitely it. Picklocking, even stuff like that.
37. I fail, so he fails the dodge roll. Right, roll damage then. No, you don't roll damage. Right, so you got 81. So you got +0.
I got +0. Yeah.
Mhm. Success
No, but
levels.
how many? He lost by one. By how many? Oh, by 0. So +0. So 8.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I was thinking. So I've got confused on the old addition. All right. Okay, that was his defense. Actually, he got a +0 as well. But yeah, I guess the difference is it the difference? If he got a -0 though, actually, because he needed his weapon skill is 30, and he rolled a 37, which is a -0.
Yeah. So I won the round by 0.
Right.
So 8 damage. But I can use because my bastard sword is damaging. I can use the unit die like last time, and it's 1. So I have one level of success. The damaging weapon can use the higher score between unit die and SL to determine the damage. So I used the 81, the 1, and I got 1 level, so 9 damage.
Why did you use the 1?
Because of my sword. Instead of having 0, I used the 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So how much damage did you do in total?
9.
9 minus his armor, which is that. Minus his toughness, which is that. Okay. Yeah, you kill him.
Well.
Right, what's your thingy yet? We'll do it at the end of the round. But what's your current thingy advantage?
Well, it should be 4, but I will lose my advantage because I won't fight anyone. There's no one right next to me next at the beginning unless someone charges me. I will lose my advantages next turn.
All right, Volkhard, what are you doing?
What do I have? Because I got like put
A
in this-
frying pan.
Do I, they didn't take it off me?
No, why would they take a fucking pan off you?
Did they take my
This
dagger
one.
off me?
And there's swords in the
No, because they don't see it as much of a threat.
Wow. How many are
floor.
left?
Reminder.
How many are left?
So you got 2 guards. You still got 2 guards in. This is going to be very short
Oh,
combat.
Shanka guards.
Okay, and you've also got the noble prick as well.
Roland.
Oh, Shanka guards.
Yep. All right. Okay. This is a contested roll, J. Will.
Yep.
I got -0.
Okay. Where the hell is melee basic gone?
So further down.
Oh Christ. Okay.
Oh, so that's 3 success levels.
Yep.
So you beat him by 3. How much damage do you do on with your dagger?
What has dagger? 5. So plus 3, 8.
8. All right. Yeah, you stab him up.
I don't need the frying pan anymore. By the way, I've got my gold.
I'm looking forward to the time when you go, oh shit, the blood circulation to
I
my
think
brain's
it's
been
starting
cut
to.
off.
I think it's starting to.
Good.
Can you see a line there?
Yeah, good. Fenna, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go after another one of the cultist guards.
All right.
So I'm gonna attack him with my dagger.
Okay, you're attacking him with your dagger.
Yep.
Right, it's a contested roll. Well, that's -1 success level.
11
And you-
critical success.
Yeah, hang on. So first, okay, so that's 3 success. So you got 3 success levels. Because you look at the. Do you understand how you look at success levels in this
Yeah,
game?
yeah. It's like it's
The first is the 10
the
versus the 10.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so you got 3. He got 0. No, he got -1. So that's 4 success levels. So let's do some damage from that first. How much damage are you doing?
So dagger is strength bonus +2, which is 3 + 2, which is 5.
5 damage.
No, 5 + 4.
Why
Five.
5 + 4?
Fi-
It's 5
That's
plus
9.
4 levels.
9.
Okay, I was just saying what my basic damage would be strength bonus +2 is 5.
And then you add your success levels on top of that as well.
Okay, so +4 would be 9.
9. Also, can you roll? You need to roll percentile for this critical hit.
Cool.
And now I need to go find the fucking critical table as well.
36.
Right, 36 is where people
Arm.
arm.
Am I gonna cut somebody's arm off again?
Don't know. You need to
Yeah.
roll a percentile again.
Right arm.
It's the right arm. $25.
25. It's probably the same as the old one. 20. You sprain. You sprain your arm, suffering so yeah, he suffers a sprained arm, suffering a torn muscle, a minor injury. He also takes 1 additional wound. So yeah, he's
Okay.
out. He's out of the game as well.
That was a short fight turn.
Isn't it? They may need to tweak damage in this. We're just killing everything in one shot.
Oh, that's because I've lowered everything because there's only 3 of you.
Okay.
I don't want combat going on for fucking hours. Do you know what I mean? That'd be the worst thing. Well, there's still Roland, and he's crying out. He's going. So the cultist act. He's going, help! Somebody help! And you can hear movement. And he pulls a blade out from behind his robes. Well, he's not wearing robes. He's wearing a skirt. But yeah, he reaches down and pulls out a boot. Pulls out a boot knife, basically, and he lunges towards you, Fenna. 23. That's +1 success level. That is a hit on you, Fenna. But you need to roll weapon skill to see how much better you do.
Okay.
Or how much worse you do.
Ouch.
Do you want to reroll that?
Or dodge it.
What does it? It costs a fortune to reroll.
Yes, a
right?
fortune. Yep.
Yeah, reroll. You have more weapon skill than agility, and you still have agility afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll reroll. I only have 1 fortune point, so.
That's a good moment to use it. That's 9 levels of success.
3.
3 is a lot better.
So 4 success levels. Worth it.
How do you spell appreciation?
I can't spell without actually typing it.
I've spelled it as APPRE.
Like that.
No, I've added
Like
more. I added far more letters than needed.
I just spelled it in thingy.
Right. Right, so you got a critical success. Hang on. So if it's a versus, if you win, do you do damage on them? Is that how it's supposed? Is that how it's?
Means you always get the best between the difference between the SL and 1.
No. I'm talking. So when you fight when you get close combat. So when close combat happens, and it's an opposed roll, isn't it, to see who gets the better roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But this is not a critical hit.
We should just roll a critical hit.
No, a critical success is between 01 and 05 now. You remember the 01 we used to do before?
Yeah.
That was critical success, and the 00 was critical failure. Now the critical failure is between 95 and 00 and 100. So that's not a critical hit. That's a critical success.
No, I'm talking about in close combat in general. So if they attacking, so when the demon came to attack you,
yeah,
right, and then you won. Well, you didn't
Critical
win.
hit.
You didn't win though, did you? You was
No, I
defending.
didn't. Yeah.
So if you roll a critical success,
Critical success will give me a one to the SL, to the success level. So you have to compare that to how many.
No. I mean a critical strike.
Hit. Yeah. So critical hit. Then I always do the you do the table.
But if you're defending, does that work?
It means yeah.
I'm really confused.
You read it. If you're defending or attacking, you do critical damage, but only the critical damage. You don't do the full damage.
Right. Okay, so it wasn't a critical hit, it's just a critical success. What does that mean then?
It means if she was not winning, but she won, she would have to compare one success level versus whatever the other guy did.
So you've got 4 success levels. 5, if that is the case. 5? If she's got critical success?
4.
4. And he got 1. So there's 3 difference in total. So
1 by 2.
okay. So that means, but she doesn't do damage to him though, does she?
No, she don't. She doesn't.
All right.
It's
So yeah,
perfectly
you
fine.
successfully defended again. That seems really weird. Then why do you get if you're defending? Why would you get a critical hit on them?
If you do a critical success, it means you didn't win the turn, but you did hurt them with whatever weapon you're fighting with. That's why you only do the critical damage. So, for example, she did 1 point in critical damage. I did 5 points in critical damage, but that's because I did 96 on the roll, and she did 20 something, 23, 25. Whatever.
I just don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why you would get a critical hit. Sorry if I'm slowing this down. I'm just trying to figure out if that would actually, do you actually get the critical hit even if you're defending? So I'm going back to your round.
You read it. Which page was the one, the thing you read?
I was just looking at it, and now because I moved off it, I've lost it. Yeah, okay, yeah, it does say it. Yeah, it says it right there. It just seems really weird. Just seems why I don't understand. If you're not you're not trying to attack them. You're trying to defend yourself.
You could think of it as like it did so badly that they ran into your sword or dagger.
Yeah, it just means
I don't know.
It just means that. It just means that. It just. The only way that this game seems to be like. We'll talk about it at the end because I think there are problems with this game. Personally, I'm just saying. All right, who's next? Right, there's only one cultist, but yeah, you can. How much damage? Did you do? No, you was defending, wasn't you?
She was defending from.
Yeah. All right,
I was
so
defending.
Demonet's unconscious. What a fucking pointless thing that is.
I will chop the head off of the demonette.
All right, it takes. What's your advantage at the moment?
4.
It takes 4 wounds anyway. Because of instability, the creature corpse is maintained by foul magic that are inherently unstable in the material world. Whenever it ends a round engaged with an opponent with a higher advantage, the creature loses as many wounds as the difference. So if the creature had 1 advantage and the opponents had 3, the creature would lose 2 wounds. If the creature ever reaches 0 wounds, the magic's holding it in place collapses and it dies. Sure, and you just cut it in half. Alright, yeah, you kill it.
She doesn't disappear though. Get the head.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess with it being, yeah, I guess it would be sent back to the planes of back to the chaos warp, whatever you want to call it in this world. The realms of chaos.
Yeah.
Well, I was really looking forward to killing you there.
Five
Right.
more demon. Let's jump for a portal.
Okay, so you kill that. Volkhard. So there's still the dressed lady man.
My dressed lady man.
Rolanda.
That's the only person.
He seems to be trying to swing at Fenna. How dare you insult our priestess? He hasn't even paid an attention that the demonette has gone.
Okay. I'll shank him. James is just zoned out.
Now I'm just looking at chat. So Danny's saying that he thinks it's only the damage that you would do rather than the actual critical, the actual like the crit thing on the side. But okay, we'll figure this out. What was you saying, Jay? Well, I weren't actually fucking listening.
Nothing new there, James. It's okay.
I just switch off whenever you talk. I just switch off. You're shanking him, yeah?
I
Right.
will shank him.
So, if there's two of you,
That's a big dagger.
Here's a big dagger.
is it inflatable? Are you like the inflatable man?
I want to see you doing critical damage with that.
That's a good shank.
Well, you should have advantage because you defeated someone.
Yeah, so I should have plussed it, but it'll still fail anyway.
But is he? But if he's already, what was if it's? Because there's now multiple targets on him.
Does it work that way in 4th edition?
Yeah, plus 20.
What, plus 20 plus my plus 10?
Yeah, plus 30.
Yeah, if you. Oh,
So I got one success.
attacking surprise enemies, charging, assets. If you use one of your skills to secure a tactical advantage, victory when you defeat an important NPC, gain +1 of an important NPC. Alright, subduing a party nemesis may grant +2 advantage. Oh god, there's so much to keep track of. Winning, if you win an opposed test during combat, +1 advantage. So, Kitty won the defence as well, didn't she?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't I have +2?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Outmaneuvered. If you if you wound an opponent without engaging in an opposed test, gain +1 advantage.
Which page are you?
164. Sure, whatever. So you got one advantage, yeah? I'll have to roll, obviously, to see if I can... 31 +0 -0. So that's... So you got one advantage over him.
One success.
Yeah, one success level.
Yeah. So I deal 6 damage total.
6 damage. Alright, Alright. How do you kill someone in this, really? Wounds are lost by sustained damage. Each time you suffer a point of damage, you lose 1 wound. So you suffer 8 points of damage. Because I'm trying to get my head out of this out of previous edition. You lose 8 wounds. Often, especially in combat, your toughness bonus or other points may reduce suffering damage. If you lose all your wounds, your collected injuries overwhelm you, and you gain the prone condition until you heal at least 1 wound. You cannot lose the prone condition. Worse, if you are not healed within a number of rounds, so your toughness bonus, you will pass out, gain the unconscious condition. You're not regain it until you heal 1. If you take enough damage, so how do you kill someone? Death. If you take the unconscious condition, have 0 wounds. Compare the total number of critical wounds you've currently suffered with your toughness bonus. You have more critical wounds than your toughness bonus. You succumb to. It's really hard to die in this edition.
Oh, it's like second. It's under 0. It's a critical levels.
No, I don't think it works like that. It does, yeah. If you take damage more than you have wounds, if you take enough if you lose all your wounds, you take enough damage that would be taken to negative wounds. Say you suffer 5 damage, you only had 2 wounds left. You suffer a critical wound. If you suffer fewer negative wounds than your toughness bonus, what?
So that's if that 3 is more than your toughness bonus.
Right. And where did you hit J-Wall? 45.
45, so that is somewhere on my body, I'm sure.
It's on your cat sheet. You should be able to see it a lot easier than I can.
Buddy.
Roll a critical wound then, please, for me, J-Wall.
We'll just do 100.
Yeah.
23.
Low blow. Make a hard endurance test or gain 3 stun conditions. Well, he's unconscious anyway. Well, he's on 0 wounds. He's in prone condition. Prone condition. No, I should have grabbed them cards when I saw them.
Yeah. The conditions are
prone.
Yeah.
Pox. Now I'm looking at psychology.
168 and prone is 169.
Prone. Right. Okay, and he needs to do a hard test. No blow. A hard endurance test or gain 3 stun conditions. And 3 stun conditions do what? Prone stuns. You'll be capable of taking an action on your turn, but are capable of half your normal movement. You can defend yourself in a pose test, but not with language magic. You also suffer minus all tests. Right, so a hard is minus 30, I think. Hard is minus 20. So his toughness is going to be 30, I reckon. Toughness is 30, so I need to do less than 10. Oh, okay. He didn't gain the So all we can do, I think, is crawl along. I think.
From the prone, no?
Yeah, from the prone.
You can only crawl.
All right. Okay. Fenna, what do you want to do? Don't forget, Volkhard, you're at +1 advantage.
Yeah.
Should be at +2.
Or whatever. No, like +1 to that round.
Yeah, +2. But there's no one else in the room, and we will lose everything if they don't get here next round.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to try and kill him because I need him to let my guy free, my client free.
You can restrain him.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go and can I cut his skirt off and use it to tie his hands and feet?
You and using fucking people's clothing to bond them together.
I'm sure there's plenty of curtains or whatever.
It's like a fucking running theme. There's loads of fucking handcuffs around. This is a kinky place, you know.
Handcuff, perfect.
I cut off his skirt and then I find handcuffs and then I use it.
What did you say, J Wall?
Sometimes you have to mix it up.
I'm gonna do the same things before. So I'm cutting his skirt off and then I see a pair of handcuffs. So then I grab those. So I'm gonna bind him so he can get away or fight back if he somehow manages to recover.
I can heal him if you want to keep him alive a little longer.
All right. So eventually, obviously, you know, someone goes get the authorities. They're all pretty much arrested for being like fucking chaos worshippers. You're all thanked quite a bit, and you all get like 4 gold each for it.
Woohoo!
And Fenna, your client gets obviously let free because how can you take a word of a fucking proven chaos cultist over even just, you know, a slightly dodgy peasant? So that is the rather crap adventure I wrote.
So then I also get a success on my short-term goal.
Do you? What's that then?
My short-term goal was some sort of legal success.
Okay.
So I got my guy off.
Yeah, you get 50 XP for that. You can all gain... It's a rather short adventure, and I didn't give any XP last week. So I'm going to give 120 XP this week.
Woohoo!
Not that it's going to matter, because that's it for the characters.
I'm going to pretend 4 gold is a small fortune, and I
It is?
obtained my short-term goal.
What's that then?
Amass a small fortune.
I guess, yeah, but 4 gold would be a small fortune, would it not? You've probably never seen a gold crown.
Yeah.
So I get an extra 50 XP.
Yeah, 50 XP, yeah.
I think I'm serving also I was serving Sigmar by cleaning a chaos cult.
Hang on, what's your small goal?
That's it. Serving Sigmar.
Sure.
All it took was us going to a kinky place. We all achieved our goals. Who would have thought?
Right, so let's discuss 4th edition. There are things I like about it, and there are things I don't like about it. It seems the only way you can stop someone from just running away with the combat is by throwing range combat in and have people with crossbows and bows and shit to fucking pedal down your advantages.
And you can use the resolve one of those to get automatic success. Resolve, I think.
Yeah, but they're not as easy to recover. Like they don't recover each
Yeah, it's like a fate point.
round. So resilience is like a fate point, but resolve is like fortune, except it doesn't regenerate every session. It regenerates whenever you act based on your motivation. So it's not as easy to.
It's not every day.
Replenish. We
It's
can
not
be.
as easy.
We can be. It can be easier if you follow your motivation.
Yeah.
I think the critical table needs some sorting out as well. I think I probably could do with more time trying to digest the entire game as well. Because we did run it pretty quickly when it came out, and I really haven't had a chance to read the whole book for 4th edition because I read most of the pre-release, but I haven't had a real chance to read this one. More monsters would be good. I think if I do run it again, which I will be running it again in October, a one shot, a proper one shot. I'll probably try and use someone else's pre-written story, and hope that they've actually like calculated in how to like sort it out. Also, I would veto the fact that you start with a broadsword, because it's compared to everyone else, that just makes you completely OP.
Yeah. But
I was going to say, in general, the damage seems to be a whole lot higher than it was in the other.
We got
two.
more
I don't
damage
seem
points
to-
also. More wounds.
I guess if it does seem to be up all across the board, so like maybe it evens out. But this time
and
it's a lot more. Like you were doing a lot more damage compared to whatever it was. I know James says he easied it up a little bit, but if you think back to the other ones where we would have,
That's because you mostly fucking missed in the other ones.
well,
Yeah, here you never miss. I mean, there's always someone running around.
Yeah, I know.
remember
I know they're not good.
stopping people when he was not missing. Is that your Warhammer?
He's gonna pass out soon if
I think I might.
I don't know. I mean, there are things I like about it, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about combat, really. I mean, it needs. I don't know. I think there needs. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that can be done about it. I think as soon as you get advantage, that's it. There's no way to counter it.
No, but
It
look at
snowballs.
the one I did with the. I won because I had 4 advantages and I lost because I did less than she did, the demon whatever, and I won only because I did critical. I should have lost that round.
But you didn't, because you got a
Yeah.
critical.
Yeah, lucky me. But I had 4 advantages and still I almost lost the round.
But I don't know if you. I still think you technically lost that round.
She's down. I'm up.
Well, according to chat though, he thinks that they're only supposed to have taken the damage from it rather than the actual like effect at the end. But we'll find out what happens when the errata comes out. But yeah, I think as a GM, I think I should have a pool of something to spend as well. There should be some sort of thing to counteract fate and fortune, fortune and
resolve.
and resolve. Yeah, something that I can spend on my NPCs to like give them an advantage so that they don't instantly fucking die.
Yeah. They have to believe in Sigmar and they don't.
Yeah, well, no, not a GM intrusion, but a way of making things so that I don't know. So this is the first time I've ever run 4th edition, and we did it from like birthday in October. I've got my pool of players to it. I'm going to probably run something that someone's already written, and see how
Me?
different it is.
You're freezing again.
Am I freezing?
I
But
saw
maybe
the stream freeze a little bit, but
I've dropped some frames. Yeah.
I was gonna say, James, why don't you do like a house rule where like all just like
I'm not going to house rule it. Just
random-
house. I don't generally like house ruling because it
I was
can
just gonna
change the
say
game.
like
But
random,
I'm just.
like random guys get 1 fortune or 1 resolve, and then big guys maybe get 2 or something.
I don't know. I'll have to. I mean, there's probably ways to counter it. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've read online is range attacks. You have to have range attack people in to like fucking counteract thingy, counteract the
Advantage.
to negate advantage. So I'm not sure. I think there's benefits and there's disadvantage and not benefits to this game. But yeah, but there was. I mean, obviously, I didn't have a challenge really because I'm not very good at challenging people. But I felt that there wasn't much of a challenge in this. The challenge was going to be the demonette, but you just, I don't know. I hope that they. I'm going to have to. Hopefully, there'll be a errata soon. Someone's saying there was. But I think in general, I have positive things to say about it. I just think there's just little nitpicks in the system that I have. Yeah, and also like it's a bit I don't know. It's a bit crazy that as an initiate you could start with any melee weapon.
Yep.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I love my bastard sword. Plus, I have a hand weapon because I'm a fighter. So I have a single hammer and this bastard sword, and the other guy has a fan.
Yeah, and I mean in the older editions, everyone started with a hand weapon.
Yeah.
I know, and yeah, and that's the other thing. As Myth was saying, you got to keep track of all those abilities too. Pain to keep track of though. Yeah, so all these traits I have to keep track of, like for the demonette, I'll show these to you, if you can see it. So this is the old one because this has already changed. This has already changed names already. So you have so Combat Master. I think that's now been changed to Champion. I think. And then you got Corruption. The creature's taken by the strength of the corruption is marked in brackets. Demon 8. The creature essence is raw magic and unholy. Demon creatures do not require the normal. All its attacks are magical. 1d10. Roll 1d10 after its blow is received. The creature rolls X or higher. The blow is ignored, even if it's a critical success. Critical. Should the creature be reduced to 0 wounds, its soul returns. Okay. Distracting. The creature distracts or confuses foes, possibly excluding us, which I should have kept track, which should have affected you straight away. The creature distracts or confuses foes. All living targets within a number of yards equal to its toughness bonus suffer a minus 20 to minus 20 penalty to all tests. A target can only suffer this. I don't even know what that fucking means. Weapon plus 9. The creature carries a melee weapon or uses teeth, claws, or similar in combat. And then the weapon causes X damage. How much damage? So it's strength. So it's weapon plus 9. But yeah, I mean, it would have been quite more interesting if I actually. But yeah, well, I guess we figure out it. What's everyone else's thoughts on 4th edition? No one has any thoughts.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but again, I was honestly, I was a little disappointed at how fast the big bad monster went down. But overall, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
We'll have to see what happens in the future and how that works. Well, that's a really fucking short adventure, short session. But yeah, it was supposed to be finished last time, really. What does everyone else think? Like, what do people think in chat of this 4th edition? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. I just need to get my head round it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a bestiary of some sort, and a conversion guide on how to convert from previous editions would be fucking useful. I think that's been. I think what Dan is saying is, or Danny, he's saying that most monsters seem weak at the moment. I think that has been a complaint. I think, hasn't it? But from people that they do seem too weak.
But they changed a few things, I think.
Not by much, to tell you the honest truth. Hasn't changed much. Yeah, I mean, I like the crit. I like the crit idea. I just don't know if it should be applied in fucking if you're defending. But overall, I think it's quite a good. I mean, I can see where they were going, and I sort of wish they released the PDF a while ago and let people playtest it. Do you know what I mean? I think you could have done with like actual like people being out in the wild and people to like. No, there's no continuation of second edition tonight. That will start up again next week. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Not sure. I like it how everyone else is quiet. Yes. Yeah, I'm running second edition next week. We're going back to the Enemy Within. We've been doing the Enemy Within for the past, well, give or take the month break that we've just taken. We've been doing the Enemy Within for 18 weeks, I think. Yeah, so we're going to go into... Am I pro? Yeah, I'm pro. Yes.
Professional.
I need to go pro because I used all my storage space. So I had to like get more storage space. So I had to go pro. But yeah, other than that, that's it. What do you think of the story? Was it a bit shit? Was it really shit?
I like the story. I actually had a lot of fun with it. I don't know. I kind of like the character that I got, and then the story that I had with her. I don't know how everybody else felt, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Well, Jay will missed 2 weeks.
And I missed.
Yeah.
Did you?
Wait, 2 weeks?
I think you missed 2 weeks.
Might be 2 weeks. Wait, was this?
This is technically week 4.
I think he missed one, no?
Oh, he may have missed one. I can't remember.
Would have been just one if, yeah.
Yeah, I think he missed one. It was just a long session because we started him running off instead of joining the fight,
Yeah.
and then we already got to the house.
You only did last. I mean, yeah. So you missed out the because last week was last week, which is this week's as well, because I want to just go gel them together. They're like what 5? It was an hour because my internet kept fucking up, and I hope it stops. It looks like I've dropped 120 frames as well, so I must have had there must have been a hiccup at some point. But yeah. All right. Yeah. So sorry, it's a really short stream. I didn't expect it to be that short. I expected it. I did say it would last between an hour to 2 hours. Right. Well, if that's it, then I think it's time for you all to give yourselves a little shout out. So we're going to start with Kitty, as it's pretty much her last stream.
Yeah, so I might be back next week, just to kind of, I don't know, maybe we can find a good way for my character to leave. But unfortunately, because of issues at work, they need somebody that's going to be available on Thursdays. So I have to give up my Thursdays, but I will instead be joining the Sunday show as soon as they start something new there. aside from that, you can catch me over on my own channel over at CDN CrimsonKitty. I'm currently playing Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition on hardcore mode. So that's actually a lot of fun. I may actually hop over and start that up in a little bit after I get some dinner made. I'm also doing some No Man's Sky and World of Warcraft. So, yeah. Come follow if you want to watch me rage at dying. Yeah.
J-Wall!
Hi, I'm Jaywall. I stream like
Hardly ever.
who knows. In theory, I'm streaming this Sunday and Tuesday though because we're starting WoW raids. So we'll see how that goes. As I will be raid leading. It's gonna be fun. Apart from that, I'm here Mondays for Blades. I'm here Thursdays for Warhammer 2nd edition again now. And that's about it. Yeah. JWall7Z everywhere.
Right, and Bohemian.
Yeah, well, a pleasure trying out 4th edition. I'm not really a big streamer. I'm just here on Thursdays, who is now coming out of Warhammer 4 and going back to Warhammer 2nd edition. And that's about it.
All right, brilliant. Hi guys. Obviously, you know I'm James Corp. You should check out our social media and join our Discord if you haven't done so already. Also, think about giving me a follow on Twitter, Facebook, and on my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can think about following me on Twitch at twitch.tv/James Corp. We do shows every week, more or less, unless they all get cancelled, which sometimes happens because people. But other than that, we thank you all for watching. We thank you for all your input. Hopefully, I'll keep an eye on this. Down the road, I've bought the 40k one as well, the brand new 40k roleplay, because that looks interesting as well. Because I like 40k. That's hence the Space Marine on my desk. It says J-Wall with. Sorry, J-Wall. I'm just looking behind you, and I just see a pot calling the kettle black. But anyway, we will
Look at all this blue.
we will see you all Sunday for Tales of the Loop. So, speak to you later. Thank you. Bye bye.